Today, we're breaking down one full game from 19-year-old Italian prospect Luigi Suigo. After competing this past season in the ABA League, Suigo is set to continue his development at Villanova, making him one of the more intriguing young international bigs to follow. Standing at 7'3", he possesses the size, mobility, and defensive tools that provide an interesting long-term NBA projection. Throughout this full game evaluation, I'll examine his rim protection, pick and roll coverage, offensive decision making, and his translatable traits that already present in his game, while also identifying the developmental areas that will shape his long-term ceiling. Rather than focusing on highlights, we'll evaluate one incomplete game to understand who Luigi Suigo is today and who he has the potential to become. Here, Suigo stays tall and doesn't overcommit on defensive coverage, using his 7'3" frame and his 9'6" wingspan to contest the pull-up without fouling. He forces the guard to shoot over the elite lane, and those are the disciplined defensive traits that translate to the next level. Here, Suigo sets an excellent screen, creating an advantage for the ball handler, then immediately rolls hard to the rim. His timing, mobility, and his vertical spacing forces the defense to react, and he finishes with a lob above the rim. This is the type of screen and roll action that translates well to the modern NBA. These are the possessions that often separate disciplined defenders from highlight defenders. Watch Suigo's discipline on this possession. He avoids getting sealed, recovers to the play, and stays vertical instead of chasing the block. By using his length to eliminate the passing and finishing window, he forces the ball handler into a turnover. Great possession. Kick to the corner. Suigo doesn't get the open shot, but patiently moves the ball. Now it's a broken play. Suigo never stops playing. He immediately recognizes the shot, attacks the offensive glass, and capitalizes on his defender being out of position. His motor timing and court awareness creates a valuable second chance opportunity here. This is a critical possession because it answers an important projection question. How does Suigo defend in space? After the switch, he does an excellent job of staying in front of the guard, moving his feet, and using his length to make the drive uncomfortable. Even after the guard gains a step, Suigo doesn't quit on the play. He recovers with great timing and using his 7'3" frame, his 9'6" wingspan to block the shot. Let's take another look at this. This highlights his lateral mobility, recovery ability, and his defensive versatility. Traits for the modern day NBA. Right here, this is an excellent read by Suigo. He immediately catches the ball at the top of the key, recognizes the defender is too high, attacks that gap without hesitation, and gets downhill before the help can even recover. His ability to put the ball on the floor and make a decision and read and finish above the rim is an encouraging offensive trait for a modern-day big. Watch Suigo's feel for the pick and roll. He slips the screen, times his cut perfectly, and immediately becomes a passing option. After the catch, he stays patient with the pump fake before the finish at the rim. Overall, Luigi Suigo displays several translatable traits that project well to the modern game. His rim protection, mobility, screen and roll impact, and defensive versatility consistently stood out throughout this evaluation. While he's still developing physically and offensively, his instincts, feel for the game, and willingness to make winning plays provide a strong foundation for long-term growth. If I were building a developmental plan for Suigo, my three priorities would be continuing to add functional strength, expanding his offensive versatility as a face-up threat and decision maker, and continuing to improve his defensive versatility and pick and roll coverage. Those three areas would maximize his long-term projection. The film tells the story, the details build the player. I'm John Merchant, and this has been another edition of Building Legends Scouting Notebook.